I don't see me in your eyes anymore.
It's just weird. It's very weird.
I missed the first clap. First clap wasn't right. I was looking at that. You got to really look at both hands when you clap.
What?
Not you, bro.
No. I try not to look at my hands when I clap. It scares me, so I look away.
Yeah, and I overthink it. I'll
loud,
miss.
it's a loud noise, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I can't watch.
I'm sensitive to that.
Get freaked out.
Percussion.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the For My Friends podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to hit the intro within the first 15 minutes this time.
It's
Oh,
a good way
nice.
to do it.
Yeah, I like to do that instead of in the middle.
Yeah.
Have the intro in the middle of the
Yeah,
episode.
I'm like, oh, we're 18 minutes in. We've already
Welcome to
lost.
the show.
We've lost 40% of the listeners already, but
Yeah.
welcome back, guys.
Hey, what have you guys been up to? What are you guys
Yeah.
been doing?
Not shit, dude.
Yeah, if they're listening to this,
They got time to
they're
kill,
not
dude.
productive members of society.
Hell
That's
no.
true. Yeah, do you have metrics on like who's watching this? There's
Degenerates.
a lot of stockbrokers.
Yeah, the people that make whippets are reaching out to sponsor us.
People who coined the term whippet.
Yeah. I got several fucking emails from Whippet sponsors. They're like, I think
Dude,
you guys are
we
like
can
our
get some whippets.
prime
Yeah.
demo.
They
Yeah.
sell that kit, that little whatever that tool is that you got to use for it.
Yeah.
If you have one of those, your life's in a rough state.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
you're
shit's
going
not
through
going not going great.
You have a personal one.
Yeah.
Or you're super into like balloons or something.
That could be. That's true. You could
Dude,
be a
I was
clown.
thinking about it the other day. Dudes that do balloon animals and shit. Imagine, because imagine being at work and like, you know how sometimes we're like, yeah, I got a show this day or whatever. The people at work are asking you what you got going on. And they're like, you want to kick it tonight? And you're like, no, I got to do this thing. Imagine being like, oh, I got this kids party. I got to make balloon animals. Like, imagine being that guy.
Wish I could. Wish I could make it, but I got prior obligations.
Why are you grinding on balloon animals, dude?
And everybody would
You're
be like,
choosing that.
no, you'd be pissed if they used that as an excuse. You're like, really, man? Like, you're really choosing that over?
Nah, dude, it's a
over my
paid
thing?
gig.
It's like, dude, it's my craft. It's
Yeah.
my art.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's crazy.
And
Oh,
that-
for that to be like your chosen hobby, like
Yeah.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
That's my skill.
Balloon animals for kids.
No,
Dude.
that's crazy.
That's nuts.
What are
It's-
you doing? Yeah,
That's somehow a step below like magicians.
yeah, but
Yeah,
at
it's
least,
like bottom rung for sure.
but at least magician like it goes beyond just kids parties.
True, you could go like Vegas.
The
or
balloon
something.
animal guy, the cap is kids party. That's where it starts and ends.
There's no Vegas show for the balloon animal man. You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
That's my problem with it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So why are you
There
that
is this,
guy?
there's a very, very fucking low ceiling.
yeah,
Yeah, there's no like Penn
the
and
ceiling
Teller
is the
equivalent.
floor. Dude. Yeah, it's two dimensional.
Yeah, that's rough. You really cap out early.
Yeah.
I wonder what the turnover rate is for the balloon animal party guy. Like,
That's what I'm saying. People can't do it for long. There's no way.
Well, they definitely kill themselves pretty quick in, dude.
well, the time investment is not. You don't.
You're not making it 5 years
I
into
think the
that
time,
career.
and the time it takes to learn that, I think takes longer than the time you're actually doing it.
That's
Like it probably takes a year to learn how to do all those balloon
Yeah, yeah,
animals.
yeah.
You're probably a balloon animal guy for like 6 months.
Yeah, you step in front of a
Yeah.
train.
Yeah, before you're either killed or you kill yourself.
It's funny. It's like yeah, it's like American autistic origami.
Damn, the Japanese
dude.
really found a way to make that cool.
They really beat
Ours
us.
fucking suck.
And do you think how much of that do you think has to do with this the squeakiness, like just the noise it makes?
Yeah. It's like a whistle for those guys. It really draws them out.
I fucking hate balloon animals. Dude.
You got poodle and you got pirate sword. And that's basically
Oh,
That's
pirate
it.
sword's sick.
that's basically it. Yours doing that for like a 2 hour party.
Giraffes? They
Maybe
go
an elephant.
crazy on
Yeah.
the giraffes.
Elephants
dude.
advanced,
The
but
giraffes.
Yeah,
big.
elephants.
yeah, the giraffe's a
They-
pretty good
oh,
one.
crowns and shit too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
the
clothing, big
yeah,
glasses,
yeah,
big
yeah.
mustache.
Big glasses was big, yeah.
Yeah, and I think the thing is too, like with origami, you could like meditate and like do it, but like you
Yeah.
couldn't like sit in silence and like.
It's like,
full-
yeah,
it's just
Also, dude, imagine go to your buddy's house and he's got a bunch of balloon animals all in his living room, dude, because he's been practicing.
Would
all
you like
day.
to see my work?
There's just piles of giraffes and
And just pop
flowers.
balloons lying around.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, I hope you've been doing whippets in here. You better not have been fucking
Yeah,
making
he's got a
balloon
CO2
animals.
tank or whatever. Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, this guy's cool. It's like, nah, he's
Yeah,
the
that's-
worst guy.
What's worse, you find out your friend's into nitrous, or you find out he's into doing balloon animals?
Definitely balloon animals, dude. I don't care about nitrous at all.
Yeah, you got to cut them off immediately.
No,
Yeah.
that's pretty rough.
It's so crazy.
Is
dude.
there a worse like party job? than,
Yeah,
like,
I thought
balloon
about that
animal
too. If shadow puppets count,
guy? Damn.
that's up
You're
there.
right. That's actually lower than balloon animal.
yeah,
No, shadow puppets is sick.
puppets, dude.
What's the
Shadow-
hierarchy? It's magician, shadow puppets, and
Yes.
then balloon animal.
Shadow
No
puppets is
way.
easily top 5.
I don't think
Shadow
so.
puppets is like primitive. It's like
puppets suck.
caveman.
But that's not a skill.
That's like the first stories ever told.
no,
were
but
shadow
at least
puppets.
the balloon guy had to practice.
Yeah.
This guy showed up.
Dude, you're getting hand
He
cramps.
came with
dude?
equipment. He didn't even have to buy his shit.
That is true. It is. You need a light.
It's the lowest barrier to entry of any of the party jobs.
Yeah.
Shadow puppet. Yeah, you just need light
Yeah.
and hands. But you could probably
Very ableist. Yeah.
you could probably figure it out without hands.
Feet.
Yeah, whatever.
Nah.
Yeah, legs.
Damn.
Whatever you got. Twigs.
Given the low barrier, you'd think more people would be into shadow puppets. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
it just sucks though. It's actually it's just not good. Like
It does suck. It
it's
sucks
never
so hard.
good, dude.
It's the worst.
And people act like it's cool. They're like, "This is a bird," and I'm like, I mean, it's a stretch, but
and I could just see it, and now I know how to do it.
yeah,
It's not like,
yeah.
oh, I gotta practice
Yeah,
this.
it's fucking dumb.
I
dude.
just have to look at your hands for a second.
I
And
can
why are you
copy that.
spending so much
Yeah.
time in the shadows anyway? I don't like that shit.
You got
You-
something to hide.
Yeah, why are you
it's creepy,
slinking
dude.
around?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Why don't you just do puppets?
No, that's a skill.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
dude.
actually cool.
Like the beginning of Shrek.
What is
Yeah.
like?
Everyone loves that.
That is good.
What are like those kind of jobs called? Like are those like
Embarrassing
festival
jobs?
workers? Like
Oh,
what,
yeah.
what are those? What is that like class of job? Like I'm actually like. How do you make that sound professional?
I'm a carny?
actually. Yeah, I'm actually a recreational assistant.
I'm a
or like
Renaissance man.
Yeah.
yeah.
Recreational director
Yeah,
at
like-
the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, like what do they tell their dad so they don't like
Yeah.
they don't look sad at them?
Yeah.
Those are some sad dad eyes.
I mean,
The Thanksgiving, you gotta you come home, you try to make the balloon sword for your dad.
at the table,
Yeah.
at the Thanksgiving table,
He's just like cooking,
he's clenching the
Yeah.
napkin.
just crushes his plate
Lot of
like
bent
Mr.
forks.
Incredible.
Yeah, he crushes his plate. Yeah, he crushes his glass. He's got his wine glass and it
Damn.
breaks.
It's bleeding. Like, honey, and he's like,
He's Leo DiCaprio and fucking Django.
He starts blowing up a bandage for him.
The giant Band-Aid.
Yeah, yeah.
good thing the ambulance is on its way.
He's rubbing. Starts rubbing it noisily on his wound. Damn.
So stupid.
What's worse, nails on a chalkboard or balloons rubbing together?
Dude, I hate balloons. I hate styrofoam rubbing together.
Yeah,
Styrofoam
that
might be
shit.
the worst.
Yeah.
I hate like wet like produce. You know, like where they have the. That's kind of a specific one, but you
Oh,
know,
that's
like,
all produce.
You know when radicchio's really wet?
You gotta water these plants. They're all
well, 'cause
wet at
they,
some
they
stage.
have they have like the misters.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, in the
Sometimes they
the
go
produce
too
aisle.
crazy.
Yeah, they go way too crazy. And then
The
you got
misters?
the-
Oh,
yeah, in
yes.
the- in,
I'm
like, the
sorry. I was
produce
picturing
aisle.
like a
No,
guy.
not
Some
a
guy.
guy.
I'm the mister. I'm the mister around these parts.
He's got the top hat.
Call me the mister. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the misters they just go fucking ape sometimes, and then you got to put it into like you got like a wet cabbage. You got to put into like
Oh yeah.
a plastic bag, and it's just like
Oh, that is bad.
dude, it's
Cabbage on,
goosebumps.
on plastic?
Yeah.
The
not great.
cilantro is almost always soaking wet.
It's, yeah, why is it so wet?
Drenched.
It just, I think, because it probably catches water easier
It
than
retains
most.
it
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
a coffee filter.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, they really sell you a fat bundle of cilantro too.
Yeah,
I always
for
end
sure.
up with like a
I mean,
third that
you
I just
don't-
throw away.
For sure. Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm gonna use this for this one recipe and never again, probably.
Mhm.
I like never eat all my vegetables. I eat all my fruits.
Do you
though.
eat vegetables, bro?
Yeah,
Nice.
not a lot. Not a lot, mind you.
Yeah.
And it's like carrots.
Hell
But like,
yeah.
yeah, I eat them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll buy them, and I'm like, I'm gonna eat vegetables, and then I throw them away in like a week.
Yeah.
Didn't touch them.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
It's all about the attempt, though. At least you're making
True.
you're striving.
it's
for it.
gradual. Yeah, maybe one day I'll eat them. I'll buy them and eat them.
Yeah.
The combo.
You could just start fermenting them into something. I could see you making a mead or something.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
he
was
does seem
very.
You're a
like that
big
guy.
I was
Yeah,
so
yeah,
close to
yeah.
getting into meat. I was looking up distilleries and like.
get into it, bro.
I
Oh, wow.
really, really.
You've already
want-
got those vegetables turning.
My
They're
put-off-
doing the job for you.
Yeah.
Right
The
now.
put off was I'm extremely impatient, and you have to wait so long. I need like instant gratification in my
Yeah.
hobbies. You know what I mean? Like 3D printing. You wait like an hour.
Yeah.
Bam. Fucking. You got a whole toy. You got a whole new toy.
Like, ooh, wow, trash.
Yeah, you got a new gizmo. You throw it away. It's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do like a gizmo.
Oh, I love a gizmo and a gadget.
Gadget.
Dude,
Ooh.
speaking of which, I started my IT job this week.
Nice.
The new IT job.
Hell yeah.
So sick, dude. So many gizmos that we get to use.
You have other work outside of
What
this
do you mean, you get
podcast, dude?
utility belts?
Dude, I wish. What?
You got like a utility belt?
Actually, no, I really want one now that you said that.
Yeah.
I really would like one.
That'd
But
be tight.
he showed me this thing. You can hold it next to wires and it like plays a signal. It can like sense that there's like a signal going through the wire. And
Like
you
a
just,
jingle
hold
or
it
something,
nearby. And I'm like, how does
Yeah.
that like? I'm like, that makes me think that there's like stuff emanating from wires. Like, should we be around wires like that? Like the fact that you can hold this wand up and it like knows that it's like on.
Yeah, it's getting some kind of
Yeah, it doesn't have to
electricity
touch
or
it.
signal or
Yeah,
heat.
it's like you just hold it above it and it's like making noises.
Huh.
But then you can plug wires into it and it can tell you how long a wire is. It like shoots like electricity
That's
through
nuts.
it.
It knows that.
Yeah, and how long it takes to get to the end and come
Yeah,
back
yeah.
is like the length, and so you can tell if it's like shorting out in like the middle because you know how long the cable is, and it's like, oh, it says it's only 2 feet. But it's crazy. I got to go in these rooms, all these fucking wires and shit, like plugged into shit,
Like
and,
a server room type
yeah,
deal?
like that
or
kind of
yeah?
shit, like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
cables all over the fucking place. And I didn't know all of those cables like go to a computer.
Wow.
Like each one goes to someone's desk, and that's like their connection to like the internet.
That
You ever just
makes
tug
sense.
on one, try to rip their shit off their desk?
Honestly, like, yeah, I went to this meeting and this IT guy was saying like this. He was talking about like fucking up and like messing up like big shit, and he was like a server guy. Like he was like actually like setting up servers and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And they just got some new system where the drives were like interconnected, where you could like take one out and you wouldn't lose any data,
Okay.
and you could put it back in and it would like expand it again.
Yeah.
And he was trying to show somebody that, and he was like, dude, like, watch this. And he pulls it out, and the whole fucking system, like, shut down for, like, a day. And he's like, I was like, I slept in the server room. Like, I was, like, freaking out. I thought I was going to lose my job. And then the next day, I was like, I'm fired, aren't I? And he was like, how much did this cost, do you think? Like, if you were to estimate, like, how much, like, money did this cost? He goes, it's probably like $300,000. Probably $300,000.
Oh, damn.
And he was like, so I'm fired, aren't I? And he's like, why would we fire you? He's like, that's a $300,000 training session that we just paid for. He's like, we're not going to fire you and then get a new guy who didn't have this happen.
That's
and
true.
like,
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just like, that's so much money
ass.
to like
Yeah.
fuck up like that.
Damn.
Especially in a meeting about fucking up. You're in the seminar.
No, for real.
Imagine how those guys that accidentally burnt down Notre Dame feel now.
Was that like a guy's fault? Like
It was
someone
these two construction worker guys. Yeah, they left a torch on. Like they
like
were
just a flashlight or something?
no, like I think they were using it to weld or some shit.
They were like repairing something?
Yeah, and they left something on. It probably wasn't on like full blast. It was probably just like barely on.
Yeah, because that's a loud thing. You're
Yeah.
like-
They had to have gotten like death threats and stuff from people.
Dude,
Like,
they accidentally burnt down Notre Dame.
yeah, like a national,
Imagine being that guy.
a global monument.
that is, yeah, pretty bad.
It's your
Yeah.
fault.
You and your bro just in there just making a creme brulee or whatever.
They're making s'mores. They got high.
Smoking dabs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ripping
Dude, smoking
dabs
dabs.
at Notre Dame with
that would be
that's
the
so
best.
sick.
Crazy.
That's so dope, dude.
I
That
do
sounds
wanna
like a
get-
Jay-Z bar or something.
Smoking dabs in Notre Dame.
Ripping dabs. Yeah.
I do want to get like stupid high and go to like European cathedrals.
I never remember people's laughs, but I always try to do it. And I just hope people believe me. I do it all the time. Like people talk about Seth Rogen's laugh, and I always just pretend like I know how to do it. And I'm just gonna like.
They're like, that's it.
yeah.
Damn,
I
that's a
always
good
go
impression.
for
You
it. But then when people call me out, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I was
Got
thinking of
me.
a different guy.
I was just doing
Oh,
my
Seth.
favorite laugh.
Oh,
Seth Rogen.
Seth
I'm
Rogen.
sorry.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Chris Farley. My bad.
What have you guys been into recently? You
Nada,
making-
dude.
You making cookies? Making some kind of food? I don't know, man.
Nah.
What do you do with your time?
I've been reading this
Do you make
fat ass
cookies?
Batman book.
I saw that in your room. The
Oh, you
Golden
saw-
Age?
You saw the. I got two, bro.
What? Is that so you don't have to carry it between houses?
Yeah, I got my upstairs Batman and my downstairs
That's
Batman.
wild.
Yeah, I've been cruising Batman, but Grant Morrison.
Is it a book or like a collection of
It's
comics?
a collection of Grant Morrison's issues, basically. All the stuff that he.
That's sick.
Yeah. and it's
Yeah.
nice
How many
because-
is it?
I don't know. It's a lot of pages.
It's many.
It's a ton of stories. Yeah.
But isn't one comic book like what 20 pages?
Not
Some
even.
shit
Some
like
of them
that.
are like shorter than that.
Really?
And it's like half
Yeah.
ads. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's like it's like
Like 4 pages, 5 pages ads,
Yeah.
probably.
That's barely a leaflet.
it's like a page, then it's like Xbox is sick, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I used to like when I was a kid though, because I remember it had like Game Boy ads in it,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is the coolest part of this. It was
just
like
looking at the ad, you were
Well,
like,
because
this
it would
is
always
so
be, yeah.
sick.
We were talking
Yeah.
about this before we started, but it would always just be like any comic book that I like accumulated would just be some random issue that like a neighbor or someone would give me, or like I
Mhm.
get at like a Goodwill or like a half
Or
price
on comic
books.
book day.
Yeah, or comic book day was
You get a
nuts.
free comic.
They give you just some like
forgot about that.
bottom of the barrel reject
yeah.
thing. It was
Yeah.
never like Justice League. It was like
No, I got
Tintin.
Alpha Strike,
Yo,
I think.
Alpha
Yeah.
Strike.
That's one I got. I'm pretty sure that's what they were called. They were like, it was like the Canadian version of the Avengers.
oh nice.
So it sucked,
Yeah,
but kind of cool.
the A Avengers.
What was it?
Oh, yeah.
A.
Oh, I didn't get that. I was like, what is that, like an A-Team reference? What are
Pretty
you
good.
talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. How were they? Were they? Was it?
It was
sick?
actually pretty cool. The bad guy, Master of
Esther Maple.
Master of
I
the
wish.
Universe.
Whoa,
No, Master.
that's a wrestler, right?
Something.
No, the
I
Ultimate
forget his
Warrior.
name,
Yeah.
but that guy was fucking sick.
Hmm.
That dude was really badass. So
Were their powers like all Canada themed?
no.
Syrup
I don't even
based?
think I don't even think they had like a Captain Canada or anything. It was just made by Canadians.
Oh,
You could tell
okay.
by reading it.
Okay.
Like
It's all
obviously.
misspelled.
They're just color. There's just color swaps. It's like Iron Man, but he's just like inverted.
Yeah.
No, we made him up. This is our guy. It's
Yeah.
different. This is Tin Man.
Tin Man. Yeah.
Is Wizard of Oz in the MCU?
It should be.
What?
I'd watch that.
Who owns that? Is
Yeah.
that's Disney, right?
Probably
Uh,
like Universal or something.
Mm,
I
Yeah, I
don't
want
know.
to say it's
I
on
bet
like
it is some of those old.
I think it's on like Peacock or something, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
gotta
it's
be
on
like-
one of those.
Yeah, that makes
fucking NBC.
I think it's maybe Turner Classic Movies. I think isn't
Dude,
it
fuck
TCM?
yeah, I
Isn't that a
love
thing?
a TCM.
Yeah.
Dude, how fucking awful is HBO now?
What
Like,
do
I
you
want to
mean?
make like a
Well, they've got all those classics.
What's wrong with HBO?
HBO. The company's fine. HBO Max fucking sucks.
What's wrong with
You
it?
mean Just Max?
Yeah, exactly.
What's
That's part
wrong
of
with
it. That's
Max,
honestly
man?
part of it. It went from. I really want to make like a whole video about this because it really pisses me off. Like I have so many.
We can make
I have so many
this,
gripes.
this could be the video.
It
dude.
makes
Yeah.
me so upset. Like it went from being my favorite streaming service to like one
Uh-huh.
of the worst
That's crazy.
after Warner Brothers like took over and like gutted the whole fucking thing and like ruined it.
Hmm.
Like originally, like all of the hubs, like all of the little channels it was like made of were like the best channels ever. It was like TCM, it was like Cartoon Network, Adult Swim,
yeah.
HBO,
Studio Ghibli was on
Studio
there.
Ghibli.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like just the best shit.
I remember that. Yeah.
And then it's like impossible to even find the hubs now if you want to like go to a specific.
Yeah, I don't
like,
even
channel.
use the hubs.
Yeah,
I just
because they hit them. You can't
Yeah.
even go to genres really without scrolling through every fucking section.
yeah.
And then they had that cool dark purple color, and now it's blue, like fucking everything.
Yeah.
Like Amazon Prime and fucking Tubi's blue now, and like it's just.
You're on
it-
Tubi, dude.
No,
What are you
dude,
doing on Tubi?
I told Lindy like let's get really into Tubi. Like let's become like Tubi
Why?
stands.
That's-
I think it's so
that's
funny to be like,
crazy to
hey, you
just-
guys on Tubi?
It's like no one has ever.
Nobody
yeah.
ever talks about it.
It's crazy to make us that a mission.
No, it's like I'm gonna get a Tubi hat
And to bring your
like,
girlfriend into that,
Yeah.
you're like,
Really into it.
we're
You don't have to
Tubi
do that.
people
Yeah, I was
now.
like exactly. I was
They
like
cut off all your friends.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy,
cancel your
dude.
subscriptions because we watch Tubi
We're
now.
only watching Tubi.
That's crazy.
There's a lot of hidden gems on there. There's this movie about a guy stuck in traffic. He starts like killing people. It's awesome.
Sounds pretty cool.
It's shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Huh.
it's cool stuff. But yeah, dude, it just pisses me off. It's so stupid. It really makes me mad just because it was so good and now it's so bad.
Yeah.
And they got rid of like originals that were only on there, and you can't even watch them anywhere else. And like the people who made that show don't get paid for it anymore. And they were,
That's
like,
the craziest stuff where they just like just abort a show.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, it's gone
that
forever.
people liked, and they were like, I have to torrent my own show to show my children this
Yeah.
now. I have to literally like
Yeah,
torrent
it's
this
crazy.
fucking
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
The thing I made. It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
It just it really makes me mad because I just didn't want to pay them anymore, which stupid.
That is dumb.
It's just dumb.
The most annoying thing with Max that I've noticed is like I'll go back to like watch an episode of something that I've already watched, and it starts it with 1 minute left in the show.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Why?
restart the fucking show.
Dude,
Like,
don't even get me started on like the UI.
that's like like the UI is
Yeah.
dog shit.
How
Like, it's-
long have we had streaming services? It's been decades at this point. And for some reason, they don't know how to when it ends, when it goes to the next episode, restart it.
Yeah.
Re-fucking
like,
start it.
oh, I haven't watched this show in a year and a half,
And
and
they-
I have a minute left.
Yes.
I think I'm here to watch it a new time.
And they
Yeah,
all do
yeah.
that. And then
Yeah.
some of them will do that thing where you hit play and then it leaves the fucking thing up there, so you hit back. But then some of them don't do that. So you hit back and the thing goes away, and then you go back to the main screen. And you're like, God damn, just pick one.
like, fuck it, I'm watching Tubi.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, Tubi, I know what to expect. They do the same thing every time. I know exactly what to expect in Tubi. It's free TV. But yeah, it's just like pick one. Either I have to hit back or I don't have to hit back. I'm fine with either, but just be consistent.
Just pick
You
something.
literally pick one. I don't
Yeah.
care. It's just oh god, it pisses me off because they just act like they've never done this before. Like this is the first app anyone's ever made that had streaming on
How
it.
are we supposed to know what to do? We're pioneers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, nah, and Max isn't a good name
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, it's bad.
And
Yeah.
Hulu,
It sucks.
It's so bad, and nobody knows what it is. No, people know HBO Max. There's like brand recognition with the HBO.
Why would you
thing.
get
Yeah.
rid of like the most
The
iconic
thing people know about that? Yeah,
and like the highest bar of media for
Yeah,
a long time?
The
Yeah,
gold
exactly.
standard.
Like, remember all that
That's-
great shit we were making that's associated with this name?
Exactly.
Let's fucking throw it out the window.
Why would we want to be associated with that?
Yeah.
Put
That's
that on
the
back
problem with
burner.
the thing, like with the name change for sure. Because HBO, everyone knew HBO shows were good. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah. And fucked
They're
it
just
all
spitting in
up.
the face of like a lot of hard work.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, why would you do that to yourselves?
And I will say Netflix's is probably the best because they've been doing it the longest.
Mm.
But they do that stupid autoplay bullshit where like they just start playing shit when you're
Oh,
hovering on it.
yeah, yeah.
If I wanted my TV to make noise, I'd fucking hit play. Don't just start yelling at me when I'm sitting in my fucking house. I hate that.
Yeah.
You go back out to talk to somebody and then it starts playing bullshit.
You
And
just
I'm
gotta
like,
keep scrolling while you're having a
Yeah.
conversation.
it's so obnoxious. You literally,
Everyone's
yes.
done that. dude.
Yes.
Holy
You just have to
shit.
keep the fucking thing
That's
moving.
crazy. That's crazy, man.
It's bullshit. Like, why are
Yeah,
are they not fixing stuff like that?
And it's because they want you to just like accidentally start watching stuff. Because if you let it go long enough, it just fades
starts-
away.
yeah, yeah.
And you're just watching that now.
Yeah.
It's so tricky. I don't like it. Amazon has good shit. Theirs might be the worst of all time. Theirs might be the absolute dog shit. Of
I probably spent 5 minutes on Amazon Amazon
it
Prime.
crashes
shit.
my fucking TV.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
too much shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they want it to run on like a gaming PC.
I don't like how Prime shows you like, because it'll show you like stuff, and then it's like, here's some more stuff, but you gotta pay for this stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm
That's
like,
annoying.
I'll be scrolling for like 10 minutes. I find something. I'm like, finally, I found something dope. And then it's like $12.99.
They did add a thing where it's like a tab at the top where you can do free to me, and it's only stuff that will be free for you.
That's nice,
which is
yeah.
cool. But because they knew people were like they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's free on here.
And they're all slipping ads in now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Why am I paying you if I'm also watching ads?
Yeah, you're double dipping.
YouTube doesn't charge me to watch ads.
See, Tubi. Look, it's just ads. It's like YouTube. It's just ads. There's no subscription.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Hulu. It used to be like that.
But if I'm paying you fucking $18 a month or whatever
There
bullshit
should be
you're
no
charging
ads.
me.
There should be
and you should
zero ads.
restart the fucking show.
yeah.
if I'm having ads and I gotta restart my own goddamn
yeah,
show,
yeah.
what are we doing? Where's that money going?
How many more clicks have I clicked over my lifetime because I got to restart every time, every HBO show?
Don't even get me started, bro. I fucking hate
Wow,
that
you're
shit.
just rotting away, dude.
Dude, literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've watched this episode of Batman Beyond multiple times. Every episode in the whole thing is at the end. Restart the whole fucking series, dude.
Yeah.
Quit yanking me around.
Dude, that really does grind my gears. Especially when you like start watching one again, and you'll watch the one episode all the way through. It gets to the end of that one, it goes to the next one, and that one's at the fucking end again. And
Oh,
and then I
that's
remember,
crazy.
And then I remember the ending immediately. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the whole show now. I fucking,
Yeah.
it's the last.
yeah, it makes you
Yeah.
recall
10
the entire
seconds.
episode, and I
that's
don't
a
even
good
want to see
point.
it anymore.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
so infuriating. I'm like, oh, I guess this guy's the bad guy. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, I just want to know where all that money's going. It's to like add a gradient to the fucking logo or something. Like
Definitely.
you know what I mean?
Change it from purple to blue.
Yeah, that Hulu thing where you click on stuff and it does that whole green like.
It's probably to
green
pay for dudes unplugging servers. Actually,
thing. Yeah, actually, probably. Truthfully, probably.
$300,000 errors.
Probably, yeah. Honestly, some guys who can show off to some other nerd.
Because I feel like there's those faux pas or those fuck ups basically in everything. Right?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Well, that's the most shocking thing about IT to me is the amount of power I have and like the amount of like zero vetting that went on with me. Like I barely did an interview, and
Yeah.
they like, you have access to like everything. Like people's like you can read people's emails, and you can like lock people out of parts of the building, and like you
Hell
can
yeah.
control their like physical
There's
access.
watchdogs, basically.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's insane. Like you have like you could get into someone's computer like without them knowing. Like it's really crazy.
If you wanted to do some supervillain shit, you could do it.
No, literally, I could lock people
like
into the
that.
building. Like it's crazy.
That's fun.
That is sick.
Having supervillain powers is like
They got
it's
to be
so cool.
nice to you, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I'm. People think that like
You got to start
the
telling people
executives
that.
have power.
Yeah.
The IT are the people with like the actual like you could fuck up your life.
And you could
like,
probably snitch on people for like going on Twitter and like YouTube and stuff during work, right?
No,
Like,
literally,
you could like be
yeah.
like, "Hey, I saw your screen time on your work laptop."
No, actually, I could like look at people's like what they're going on their laptop.
You were on Armor Games.
You went to mini clip for 45 minutes. You were playing Kitten Cannon for an hour.
Coolmath.com.
Yeah, dude. What is the armor game where you start as caveman and then you get like the robot? You get the
Age of War,
yeah,
dude.
Age of War. Like, you were playing Age of War and couldn't get past the fucking medieval times.
You lost in the Renaissance, you bitch.
You let a guy pour a vat of boiling oil on you and you lost.
You had a 2-era lead on this guy, and he caught you in the Renaissance, bro. He was still had dinosaurs.
Dumbass, man. You were using clubs for way too long.
That game ruled.
Yeah.
The future
Armor
era.
games.
Armor
bro.
Games was the best one.
I never went on armor. I would go on places that had armor games, but I didn't. I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
went to that actual like.
Armor
Straight to
Games
Armor
was the
Games.
shit.
It's like
Newgrounds.
Congregate. You guys remember Congregate?
Yeah,
was one of them?
Congregate, yeah.
Addicting Games was like
I
my
played that
That was
too.
my
Yeah,
fucking.
Stickman, remember Stickman?
There was
Oh,
so
yeah.
any stick game. There were so many stick-based games.
Stick RPG was one that I used to just
What
go
was that
crazy.
one where you were like a stick man who was like all electric and you were like fighting people? It's like a fighting game and you would run through and you were like it was all stick people fighting each other and you had like lightning. You were all like electrified, different colors. It was just like a major.
Was it on Addicting Games or
Yeah.
something?
It
or-
might have been like an addicting games, like original one.
Yeah, yeah.
But those games, dude, flash games. What an
Yeah.
era of the
Yeah.
internet.
So fun.
It's the best.
I didn't practice typing at all in the computer lab. I was straight to Addicting Games.
Yeah.
I still can't type,
That's
What?
but
It
I'm
was worth
fucking
it.
raw. I'm raw at Stickman.
yeah, dude. Interactive Buddy. I'm so good at that.
Yeah.
I'm so good at shooting him with rockets.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
The Happy Wheels or whatever that game was.
Oh yeah, that game's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Like the physics one with the.
Yeah, where you have to be like a dude in a wheelchair and you gotta
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tilt and stuff.
Yeah,
You go on some
yeah,
crazy.
you
yeah.
get beheaded
Yeah,
and shit.
you're just
yeah.
going through
Yeah.
just panes of glass
Mhm.
nonstop.
They made like a 3D version of that game, and it's crazy.
That sounds
yeah.
fun.
It's pretty fucked up. But it's cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like Flash animation and like Flash games and stuff was like a whole like job. Like being like a Flash animator was like a thing, and then like Adobe was just like, we're not doing that anymore. And then all of these people are like, I guess we.
Is that what happened? Just they
Yeah.
stopped like
They
supporting
stopped,
it.
supporting like Shockwave or whatever.
Because
Yeah.
Flash was like if you had videos on your website, that was like the player that you used to
Yeah.
embed the shit into your website. And
Gotcha.
so when that went away, there was like a 2 or 3 year period where I don't know if it was that long, but you'd go to websites still, and they would have like Shockwave, and it would be like it'd have like an X on it, and
Yeah.
so people had to go through and like update all these old.
I remember
websites.
always seeing the like Adobe Flash icon.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Because it wouldn't work anymore because they fucking stopped.
Yeah.
So stupid. There's probably some reason that I don't understand.
Yeah.
But dumb. Bring back addicting games.
Dude, bring back addicting games. I would buy like a little emulator right now.
I think
I bet there's got to be.
I'm sure you could still play like all the games.
Yeah, it's on the Internet
I
Archive.
played Armor games within the last like 5 years, definitely.
Yeah, you can still do them.
Yeah.
I played Age of War, whatever that was called.
Yeah.
That,
like
that game's so
Newgrounds.
fun.
It's great.
Newgrounds,
Yeah,
that whole thing
Newgrounds,
was
yeah.
like the whole thing was Flash based. It was all like Flash animators and
yeah.
Flash people. And like,
Newgrounds was that was like the main place I went to.
that was the shit.
Yeah,
I
but,
was a big
but not
Newgrounds
at
guy.
school because I was like, this is too edgy for school.
They
So you
couldn't
do-
handle this.
You do Armor games at school.
Yeah, that was school friendly. Addicting
Yeah.
Games was even pretty rough. There was a lot of like dismemberment.
Some war
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
I
But
like the.
Newgrounds was nuts though. It was like
I don't even think I fucked around on Newgrounds. at
Really?
all.
Dude,
yeah.
dude.
That was like the internet culture for like a
it
while.
was like the Wild West of all
Damn.
the Flash websites, but it was like also put together the best, like the
like the highest quality and like
highest quality.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like the UI, as far as
Everything
like
was
the
like
catalog
beautiful.
of
It
games.
was so
they
good.
had this like black and orange color scheme, and everything was sick.
You've
Yeah.
probably seen the logo. It's that tank with the guy
Yeah.
in it. It's like black and orange.
It's like real
I
internet.
feel like I can
culture
imagine the
shit.
It
black and
is.
orange
It's
layout.
original. It's like 4chan level
Yeah.
like internet culture
Yeah,
origin
yeah.
shit. Like a lot of
Wow.
old memes and stuff were on there and
Yeah.
stuff. I used to be big like there was this podcast that they would do called the Sleepy Cabin that was like a bunch of the Newgrounds guys started like a little animation collective and like had a house and like they had a podcast for a while.
That Ultimate Showdown. You remember that song?
Yeah.
That was a big one.
You don't remember
Real
that?
big.
Ultimate Showdown
With
no.
all the superheroes and shit, and it was like a rap.
Every kid knew every word to it.
Oh
The
Since
ultimate showdown.
Yeah.
no, dude, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I
It's
remember
like
that.
Batman beat someone's ass.
It
Indiana
wasn't
Jones
epic rap
kid.
battles of history. That's not
This
what we're
was-
talking
No,
about.
No,
It was
this was like
way
an
before that.
ancestor of
Yeah.
of epic rap battles. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll put you on after this. We'll show you, dude. It's
Ultimate Showdown is crazy.
I
Dude.
can't believe you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that, bro.
It is kind of something that like. At least with our age, like an older sibling would show you,
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
a friend's
that
older
makes
sibling.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing is I was the oldest, so like a lot of this shit was like I was just getting yelled at to be like, "Don't download a virus in there. What are you doing in there?"
Yeah. Why are
Like,
you
I
on
was-
meat spin?
Yeah, I was so timid on the internet.
Did you ever go on Meat Spin? Were
Yeah.
you in that era?
All that kind of shit.
No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, this is real internet shit, dude.
What is meat spin?
It's a website you go to it, and it's just it's like a woman
dick.
with a penis spinning it
Flipping
around.
it just in a.
And it counts the amount of times you've stayed there.
My parents would have been pissed if they saw me on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot it counted.
yeah. It counts each time, and it
You try
like,
to hit a. What was your high score on meat spin? Dude?
dude. And I think it just yeah. It talks shit to you too. It's like
So you like this?
yeah, yeah.
Man, that I miss
Meat Spin
that
rules, dude.
internet.
meat
Yeah.
spin does not sound like it rules.
No,
and it would
did.
play you spin me right.
Yeah,
Okay, that rules then.
And it would
That's
just be
right.
it'd be counting.
If it's
dude.
got a musical gag, that
Yeah.
actually is pretty great.
It was like You're the Man Now, dog. It was like one of those, but like naughty.
Yeah, I
It was
missed
good.
that internet
Meat
before it was like an
Spin.
amusement park.
All that kind of shit. That was like the shit that, yeah.
It was Wild West shit.
That was
Like,
all my friends. That was all we were doing was sending each other shit like that.
you click a link,
Goatsies and-
yeah, see a guy get beheaded, blue waffle, all that shit.
All that.
Will that shit come back? You
Mr.
think?
Hands and
No, I mean, it,
Does shit have
and-
to become like decentralized for
I mean,
that to
it's,
come
it
back?
is like
or?
it's literally like the West, where like the old West is never going to come back. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
settled, it's
Yeah.
been civilized. Like you can't unless a new thing happens. There's not
Yeah.
going to be like
I'm sure that there's certain places you could go to, and it is like that
Yeah.
still.
honestly, Newgrounds is still kind of like that. In 4chan, you can
Yeah,
still
yeah.
go, and in like certain parts of it are still like
Yeah,
that.
but 4chan mostly just sucks, dude. It's like, I don't know.
You just got to go to the right boards. You know,
It just doesn't feel like it has the same like
like a cohesive like culture. Where
yeah,
everybody
or
was kind
like
of on the same.
large enough. You know,
True, it is much
feels
smaller.
way smaller.
It
so
is. That's
like
true.
when I was in high school, it was like it felt like you were connecting to the whole globe.
Like everybody on the internet
4chan.
was on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And Newgrounds is super small now too, which
Yeah.
sucks. And like Tom Fulp fucking sold it.
Tom Fold?
Dude, this broke my heart the other day. Do you remember Rooster Teeth?
Yeah.
You remember
Rooster
Red versus
Teeth.
Blue?
Oh yeah.
All that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They closed down like last week.
Oh,
Wow.
It was heartbreaking. I was like I fucked with them. I like went to their like they had conventions and shit in like Austin and stuff. I like fucked with them.
You went to the
Oh.
Red versus Blue convention.
It wasn't at this point they were like a production studio. That was like how they got started. But at this point they had a bunch of shows and like cartoons.
Did you dress
and
up
stuff.
as red or blue?
Yeah.
Blue?
Nice.
I'm Crip, obviously.
Obviously.
Wasn't there was a pink one, right? Named Donut or
Yeah,
some
there
shit
was
like that?
in Caboose.
Yeah.
It was the dumb
But
one.
you dressed up as Caboose, too.
Caboose was the best. I would have if I had
Yeah.
to actually. Caboose ruled, no, for sure. But it wasn't like that was how
Caboose
they got
convention.
started. But at this point, it was like they had like there was like 3D animated shit, and they were like making games and stuff, and like it was a
Yeah.
whole like it was
Oh,
like a
okay.
studio. But at the beginning, it was just Red versus Blue,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and there were people who went to the fucking it was just Red versus Blue convention. Like, yeah, it actually was that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're gone. Sucks. Warner Brothers killed them.
Damn.
Fucking Warner Brothers on it. They just hate my
Yeah.
childhood. They want to ruin my entertainment. I think.
They did a lot of cool shit though.
What?
Warner Brothers.
Maybe back in the day.
Yeah, dude.
It's new, it's different people though.
Animaniacs.
It's a ship of Theseus.
Batman.
Dude. It's all different people now. It's a whole new.
Yeah.
a whole new
What is
thing,
that called?
dude.
Ship of Theseus?
Yeah, you know where you
I think about that all the time.
Change every board on a ship.
Yeah, dude. I'm constantly swapping out boards, dude. I'm
Well,
personally
we are all
swapping
the ship
boards.
of Theseus, dude.
Ship of Theseus?
Yeah, explain the ship of
Where
Theseus.
like you've heard it. It's like the thing with the board where like if you took a ship and over the course of like a year, every day you replace a single board on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Like at what point is it a different ship?
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
because it never is like totally a different thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
it is composed of entirely different things.
Yeah.
But you would still call it like the SS whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still like whatever the hell was in the harbor there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is kind of how people work. Where like every 7 years you're like different cells, but you're like the
Yeah,
same
that's
person.
what they say. I don't believe it, but
You don't believe it? You think that's hoax?
because what are you talking
My cells are ride or die from day one.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
This infant penis has been here, sticking around, dude.
about?
I mean, that's a good point. I can't counter that. Like,
Like-
yeah, I don't know.
Where's this shit coming from?
Yeah, just say
They
prove it.
split.
I'm just getting new shit.
Yeah, that's what cancer is. It's too much splitting.
I don't have that.
Way too
dude.
much splitting.
Don't speak
You
that
better
on
hope
me,
not,
bro.
dude. Yeah, you
That's
better
crazy,
chill out with
dude.
that splitting.
If I do, I'll replace that board
There you go.
and scrape
I'm
that shit
definitely-
off.
Replace
I'm
that
not
board.
splitting enough for sure. If anything, dude.
You don't think you're splitting enough
I
right
don't, I
now?
don't think it's happening at all because that sounds like horse shit.
You think you're under splitting?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's good. You
I don't
shouldn't
like
be-
that shit, dude.
You don't like
Every
cells?
7 years, yeah. Every 7 years, you're like a fucking snake.
You're a different man. You're a different man.
Yeah, don't tell me that bullshit.
Well, that's because
dude.
we're not like a thing. We're like a flame. You know, the individual parts are like different at any given point, but it's like the same thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Or like a
Yeah.
whirlpool. We're like it's the same thing. But it's,
Yeah, I'm like a fucking tsunami.
yeah, where you're really big and then you crash into the land. and
Yeah,
it's
dude.
No, you don't.
That's what I'm like, bro.
Don't say that.
I'm like a fucking tsunami now that I think
No,
about
dude,
it.
that's
my
emba-
my existence is kind of like a tsunami. If I
Yeah.
had
That's
to, if I had to-
embarrassing.
I'm
I
not.
had to
I'm not.
pick
I'm not
some-
no pussy flame, dude.
Dude, I'm.
I'm straight up. I'm fucking monsoon.
I would 100%.
I'm actually a
rather
dibs on monsoon.
be- Dude, I call me the monsoon.
I'm a monsoon when it comes to life, probably.
If I had to pick an ecological disaster to be, I'd probably.
Yeah, I'm clearly monsoon.
Yeah, I'm probably more of a
I
drought.
don't know what you guys are, but hopefully you figure it out one day.
A hurricane?
Ah, come on.
I'm
You, bro?
Yeah.
No,
probably more
I'm
like
not a hurricane, dude. Hurricanes are too cool. They fuck people up, dude. Hurricanes
You're like
are
a mudslide or something.
dude, I like that. An avalanche, maybe.
Yeah, it could be an avalanche.
Yeah.
A tidal wave, maybe.
No,
Nah, I'm
tidal
all
waves.
water shit.
Yeah, I'm water
Dude,
based.
what are you talking about?
I'm probably like a dust devil.
monsoon.
I'm
too?
just telling you what I am, bro.
I'm
a
probably a bit of a-
monsoon.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't it just a lot of rain? Like that's just a period of a lot of rain.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's better than a tsunami. It's just a lot of rain.
It's just what I am, dude.
All right, man. You're okay.
Check in with me 7 years from now. I'll tell you what's going on.
Did you guys ever watch that movie about the guy who like escaped some like Vietnamese prison camp and he had to escape through this jungle and he had to beat the monsoon and the monsoon period happened and he got like fucked up because it was like so much rain.
Is that
You had to fight the
Big Hero
monsoon?
6?
Yeah, it
What
was Big
that?
Hero 6.
No, I don't know.
How do you beat a monsoon, dude?
Yeah, outrun it.
Okay. I was thinking like boxing gloves.
You punch the fucking droplets.
Yeah, I was like, damn. That'd be
Duck
tough,
under that
dude.
rope or whatever.
Dude,
that
it'd be
one
hard.
drill.
Yeah.
You rope a dope the fucking droplets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. Have you ever seen that video of that guy who like runs directly into a dust devil? There's like one of those sand tornadoes, and he just sprints like into it.
Does he get some airtime?
Oh yeah, I think he gets fucked up. Like I think it really fucks him up.
What was his
There's
goal?
probably like rocks and shit in
Yeah,
there.
like,
Definitely a
You
twig.
know, as he
Yeah.
got closer, he started screaming. And,
Oh, that's fucking
and then he
awesome.
ran into the middle. It's all.
That
Was his
guy-
plan to run in the opposite direction of the,
Yeah, he was
the
gonna, he's like, guys, I'll
vortex?
stop this.
He's trying to become the Avatar. Dude.
It's like a Superman move, like
yeah.
running,
Yeah.
turning off a tornado.
It's like Flash 101.
yeah, that-
Yeah, you start spinning opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm a big Flash guy. I love the Flash. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Flash is cool.
Flash is cool.
He never pulls his penis out, which I think is
Is that contrary to the other superheroes?
No, his name's the
Flash.
Flash.
That's great. Yeah, he's not taking advantage of his biggest ability.
Yeah, dude. That's the one thing we
He
expect.
probably
from him.
does, just in hyperspeed.
They had to have made a joke about that at some point in the Flash like era.
No, I think that's uncharted territory. dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard it, but I just thought of it. Yeah, he doesn't do that, man.
love that.
Even though it would be expected of him.
That's so fucking funny.
He's a menace at the park, dude.
Yeah, that's the anti-Flash guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the reverse flash.
Yeah, that's which is the worst name for a super
Yeah, it's so
villain.
stupid.
He
Dude.
runs around naked and puts on clothes real quick.
He's all bundled up all the time, got like 8 coats on. You'll never see my dick. He's a never nude, like in Arrested Development. He's got the jean shorts on.
Maybe a reverse flash is seeing someone else's. So you like pull their pants down.
That is a reverse flash.
Yeah.
He just pantsing people.
Yeah.
So fast you can't
Which
even
is
see
way
him.
worse, dude. Dude, reverse flash.
That's a true villain.
And a
It's
guy who can move
way
at light
worse.
speed and pants people, like that's unstoppable. That's unstoppable.
Because people are just gonna think that you pulled your pants down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you got loose pants.
Yeah, or you got loose
Like,
pants.
dude, get
yeah.
a belt.
Dude, a menace.
No, you know what the true scheme is he goes around pantsing people. He also in the daytime operates a belt store. So people are like, fuck, my
damn.
fucking pants
Oh.
are too loose. I got to go
Yeah.
get a belt.
Suspenders, even.
Damn, it's a
Yeah.
one-stop shop.
That's a great lore, dude.
He runs a haberdashery.
He's a real villain, dude. And he's like rich as fuck. He's like
He's Lex Luthor.
hundreds of billions of dollars.
On belt sales.
Yeah.
It's a leather baron. Damn, I wish I was a baron. It'd be so fucking sick. Living in the Gilded Age. Just being fucking rich as fuck.
Yeah,
Before
cool.
any regulations at
Barons
all.
are tight, dude.
Wearing like a pompous shirt or whatever, or
Yeah.
some kind of I don't know if pompous is the right word, but you know what I'm
no,
talking about.
Yeah, just or like
A
one of those.
plume,
Yeah,
some kind of
Yeah,
plume.
plume.
it's
There
that,
we go.
You're talking about that like hanky thing.
Yeah, that
tucked into
shit's
your-
badass, dude.
Yeah, that whatever that's
Yeah.
called. That's cool.
It makes you look like you have the chest of a bird.
it is like plumage.
Yeah.
Or like a thick swallow.
Yeah. Thick swallow.
Pause.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude. You know about thick swallow.
Nah, dude.
Okay.
I wasn't on fucking meatswingers.com or whatever that shit was called.
Is that still up?
Yeah, meat spin has gotta be, dude.
I mean, if anything is still up, if anything was preserved from the old internet, it's at least on the Internet Archive for sure. I just got to show you, man. You got to see this.
I'm good.
You got to you got to be
look.
inducted. It's kind of like an
Yeah.
initiation thing.
Dude, you're gay if you don't watch it.
Actually, true.
All right, I'll watch it.
Did you ever do the gauntlet? Did you ever do the gauntlet, bro?
The gauntlet, dude.
Nah, what's
you
that?
don't want to do that. Whatever it is. Yeah.
You never did it?
No.
I thought you would have known about that. That was
The
like one of those big
Gauntlet.
internet.
I played Gauntlet Legends.
That game ruled too. I
Okay.
fucking love Gauntlet Legends.
What's the gauntlet?
It was this thing where it was like it was a website you'd go to, and it was like 10 videos, and you couldn't go to the next one before the first one ended. And it was videos of increasing like insanity,
Oh, damn.
and it was like, how far did you make it in the gauntlet? Like, you
I
go to
definitely
school
would
and
have
you'd be
watched
like,
all that shit.
oh, for sure. It was such
Yeah.
clout to be like, dude, I made
Yeah.
it to the end. I don't give a fuck, bro.
It'd be no problem.
Didn't affect
though.
me at all. Actually,
I watched the craziest shit.
It
Like,
was-
I haven't
dude,
slept in weeks.
Dude, it was insane. The first one was like people arm wrestling, and then
Yeah.
one of the people's arms snaps, and like the
Ooh,
bone
I've
pops
seen
out.
one of those before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gets
What's that,
crazy.
level 1?
That almost
That's
happens
level
in
1.
Dexter's lab.
That happened in Dexter's laboratory.
Kinda. He wanted to arm wrestle, and so he made a giant robotic arm, and he started just breaking people's arms with the arm wrestling thing.
I think I remember that episode.
Yeah, and then some fucking huge guy wrestled him, and he broke his arm.
Damn.
I wish I would have watched that show more.
That show was amazing.
That was a great show.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, make that the thumbnail.
I'll pop that up on the screen.
Well, there'll be a link.
Yeah, meat spin rules.
It's so fucking crazy. dude.
R.I.P.
so
Old
good.
internet. It's the best.
Should we split this thing off and get into the second app, dude?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah!
Let's do it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Check out Meat Spin.
Yeah,
Buy our Whippet sponsors. We appreciate
Maybe
it.
we should link to a
yeah.
Thanks.
whip it.